Is your child's brain balanced? How to develop the right balance of intelligence, emotional, and spiritual quotient. As you may have already noticed, I have been talking about a lot of cues in the past few weeks and stressing on their importance on your child's or pupil's life. Today I have decided to talk about what you as a parent or as an educator can do to make sure that your kid or student develops the right balance of all of these cues. Now, as I have mentioned before, there needs to be a congruence between the child's intellectual, spiritual, and emotional intelligence for him or her to be successful in life. Now, all the top leaders of the world that you know of have one thing in common. Can you guess what that is? The congruency between the three cues. Please feel free to refer to my articles and know why all of them are important. Now, I won't go into that in this particular video, but we'll link the articles in the description. How can you develop your child's IQ? So you may have already heard this time and again. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The higher the person's IQ, the higher their intelligence. And you may have already heard of ways in which you can raise your child's IQ, but I'll get into those in just a little bit. However, there is one thing that people don't understand. They can't seem to understand that intelligence is inherited. Let's compare that to the concept of a person's height. So when you're a teen and going through a growth spurt and want to get taller, people will tell you to eat right, drink milk, play basketball, and hit the monkey bars. You know what I mean. But we all know that they can only help you until a certain point, right? Right? After all, genetics tends to play a bigger role. Yeah, it's true. What I mean to say is that if you were malnourished during your teen years, you wouldn't grow as tall as you would if you had a balanced diet. But a balanced diet or drinking a lot of milk wouldn't automatically mean that you'd be over 6 feet tall. I wish I were over 6 feet tall. Mom and dad, fellow educators, the same applies to intelligence. You can only go up to a certain level. Expecting your child to become a genius just because you're exercising his brain or her brain is just too much. Now that my rant is over, following are a few things you can do to develop your child's or your pupil's IQ. The environment that you provide for your child can play a big role in increasing your child's IQ. You can achieve this by doing the following. How about providing your child with books that stimulate thought, such as encyclopedias or storybooks with a twist? How about telling your child some new and interesting facts about anything that interests you? Or making sure that you provide your child with some educational games and activities. It is as simple as visiting the museum or the planetarium with your child. Now let's talk about increasing their logical skills. You can challenge their brain by playing a game of chess with them, or even providing them with puzzles. Try to get your child to solve SUDOKU and other numeric problems to keep his brain sharp as a knife. Nutrition-dense brain foods such as eggs, walnuts, and almonds are known to be good for your child's brain function and helps increase the IQ. Now let's talk about how you can develop your child's EQ. Developing a child's EQ is not child's play. No, not the crazy, murderous, psychotic doll. The biggest challenge that parents and educators face is that they first need to develop their own EQ and mend their ways. Yes, absolutely. Boy Scouts honor. So naturally, it is something that is hard to do for an adult. Here are some examples that'll help you in developing your child's EQ. Help your child solve problems the right way. Here's a situation. Your child's friend has snatched away his toy, and he reacts by pulling his friend's hair. Now, I totally get that you need to scold your child and make them understand that what they did was wrong, and I am all for that. However, you need to make sure your child understands to breathe through their emotions before they react to the situation. This is something that most people lack. I'm sure you can think of a few people who have some issues controlling their emotions. Mom and dad, fellow educator, the thing is that most children learn things via modeling, which basically means that they simply imitate what you do. You need to listen to your child's feelings and ask them why they are sad, happy, or cranky. Always be there for your child and always be willing to listen to their side of things. Creating this safe space between yourself and your child will help them deal with their feelings in a better way, even in those crucial moments when you are not there. Let your children be themselves. The thing that I love about human beings is that each and every one of us is unique and special. You need to provide your son or your daughter with the kind of environment in which they are able to express their unique personality and individuality without feeling constrained in any way. Disapproving of your child's feelings and dismissing them will only lead to your child repressing them, which will lead to bigger problems later in life. How you can develop your child's SQ. No, you don't need to take your child to church regularly if you're an atheist. But if you are active in your congregation, more power to you. Following are a few ways in which you can develop your child's SQ. Meditation. Meditation cultivates self-awareness and helps your child find himself, and in the process learns to clear his thoughts and his feelings to make better choices in life. Detached observation. In this exercise, you need to teach your child to look at himself from the eyes of a third person. Looking at yourself from someone else's perspective helps gain insight. Reflection. This basically involves allocating a particular time of the day to assess what happened during the day. This will help tie your child's inner feelings and thoughts to the outer world and the consequences they've had in their life. Parents and teachers, if you want your child or your pupil to be successful in life, you need to be an enabler. And no, not the bad kind of enabler. You need to enable them to reach their full potential by providing them with an environment that stimulates their intellectual ability, emotional, and spiritual intelligence. This is Cooper. And this is Sasha. And my name is Gilbert-Ian, and I am the award-winning author of the reader's favorite 5-stars children's picture book, Santaj the Little Elephant, A Tale of Friendship and Courage. Say bye, guys. Bye.